Are you satisfied? Happy? Miserable? Are you looking for love in all the wrong places? It's time for the Michele Hughes Show, where we keep it real. Tune in daily and join our controversial topics as we talk about singles, sex, and men and women's issues. And now, the queen of relationships on the Michele Hughes Show. Always keeping it real. Your host, Michele Hughes.
Hello, everyone. Yes, we have a new time. So I want you to go tell a friend, let them know that the Michele Hughes Show is on at 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And we are so excited for our new time because we want to be available for you. And I want to be available for you. And so that's why we are at the latter time. You might like that 2 o'clock, but it was interrupting everything, you guys. So I'm just so happy to be back. I want you to email me. Let me know what you like about the show. You know that email address is singlesatisfied365@gmail.com. And I want you to email me. Let me know what topics you want us to talk about, because we are here for you singles. Yes, we're going to be here a long time, you guys. And so I just need you to stay plugged in to our show. Well, you know, I got a topic for you tonight, you singles. Yes, I think you guys are in the chat room tonight too. I want y'all to come into my chat room. And let's see here. I got to learn how to work all these little gadgets here. Let's see who's in my chat room. I think we got, is that Mandy? We got Aaron in the chat room. I want to thank you all for listening in. Yes, oh, we sounding good. Thank you, Aaron and Mandy, for letting us know that the sound is coming off just great. All right. Well, tonight we're talking about why am I still single? Now, I know many of you have asked yourself that question. Why am I still single? I want to get married. What's wrong with me? Now, of course, there are many reasons, but we are going to help you overcome this anxious dilemma, because it really is a dilemma. Because let me tell you why. First of all, this isn't the worst position to find yourself in, because you could be what? Dead. That's right. You could be dead. Somebody didn't make it today. What's her name who just died? I can't think of the entertainer who just died. I can't think of her name. I gotta help me out with the lady who just died. I can't think of her name right now, but she just died. So, people are dying each and every day. So you can't let yourself get all bald. Yeah, Joan Rivers. Thank you, Aaron. Joan Rivers, who just died. So while you sitting up, thinking about, oh, I'm single, it's not the worst thing in the world, because just be thankful that you are what? Alive. And next, being single is a wonderful state of living if you look at the benefits. Now, I'm going to give you some benefits, because you may be thinking, well, what are the benefits, Michele? Well, I'm going to give you all some benefits tonight. That's right. Because I think in order for you to understand the benefits, maybe you need to hear my dog barking, or maybe you need to hear some little clapping of the hands, okay? You need to hear some clapping, get some excitement into your spirit. Because when you get some excitement into being single, then you won't feel like, oh, woe is me. No, woe is not you. Let me give you the first benefit. The first benefit is you only have to cook for one person, you. Second, you only have to get life or health insurance for who? For one person. 3, you only have to clean up for yourself and only you. Now, we're talking about singles who don't have children right now, okay? We understand some of you all are single and you have children, so we understand that. But tonight, we're just talking to the singles who don't have any children. We're not eliminating you, but we're just saying that, I want you to feel slighted. Okay, number 4 is you can sleep at night by yourself. You don't have to hear that snoring and, you know how people snore. And women, you snore too. We're not just talking about men snoring. And 5, grocery shopping for what? Just one person. Isn't that great? I can recall when I was just by myself. And because, me and my mom lived together. And, now I have to shop for her, not just me anymore. So I understand what it is to, just not be just by yourself, okay? Number 6 is washing clothes for just who? You! 7, no arguments or debates. You only have to deal with who? Number 1. 8 is you can read your book or Bible with no interruptions. You don't even have to go in the restrooms, ladies. You all single women with children. You have to sneak off in the bathroom to get some little peace, some, me time. Those are some of the benefits. You don't have to just have no me time. So you better enjoy the single time. I think sometimes we take that for granted. We spend so much time trying to find that, right person. Well, we need to just spend some quality time getting to know who? You. So when you get with that person, you have something to bring to the table. It's not just all your added, weighted garbage. No, you don't want to just bring all that garbage with you. You want to, this is the time to deal with some of those issues that you have on the inside of us. We all have issues. We all have things that we are dealing with. Whatever those issues are, you know who and what you're dealing with on a daily basis. So that's why I'm saying, begin to think about those things that you need to deal with before that, that special person comes into your life. Now, where were we? Number 8. Okay, number 9 is you don't have to share the bathroom. Now, we know some of you all have more than one bathroom, but what if you don't have more than one bathroom? Now you don't have to worry about sharing that bathroom with him. Oh my God, now you just share it by yourself. And 10, okay, listen up. I think I'm gonna have to give a little cheering for this one. You can stay in bed without having to share yourself. Or you can sleep as long as you like. Now tell me those weren't 10 great benefits that you single people, you should really be thinking about. And this is a good time. This is your best time. When I say this is your best time, because you only have you to deal with. Now, why is there a upheaval of divorces? I believe because they didn't enjoy their singleness. And I believe when you enjoy your singleness, you are going to just do everything you can when you get married to save your marriage. And guess what? Because you got Coach Michele Hughes here. She's teaching you. She's telling you some of the things to do before you walk down that aisle. Yeah, those things that you can just tighten up on. I want you to tighten up on some things. And I got a quiz for you all too. That's right. I have a quiz for you. But before we go into the quiz, I got to give you a little word today. And we're going to be reading from Proverbs 14. And it says here, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish, what do? They pluck it down with her hands. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despises him. All right? In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserveth them. You want to be a wise person. You don't want to find yourself without wisdom and understanding what it is to be a wise person. I'm going to give you some things in Proverbs. Proverbs deals with basically, being wise and being foolish. I'm going to give you some of the foolish things that you may find yourself doing if you're not understanding what it means to be foolish. And it says here, some of the things I'm going to read is like, destroyeth destroyeth by lack of, you're destroyed, I should say, by lack of wisdom. See, you enjoy foolishness. What's foolishness? It's no, just not understanding that some of the things that come out of your mouth may not be edifying to someone. And those are things that we can work on while we're single. Not always saying perverse things that's not going to build a person. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't tell a person when, they're doing crazy stuff, but you don't always have to correct someone. There are times that you can uplift and then find those, right moments to correct someone. I just believe that that's so important. Okay, too proud to what? To work. You mock wisdom. You're gullible. You don't want to deal with wisdom. You avoid wisdom. You feed on foolishness. You just do things that's not edifying. Now let's look at some of those things when you are a wise person. You give what? Good advice. You enjoy wisdom. You work hard. What? You're receptive to wisdom. You're cautious with reason. You respect wisdom. Okay? You hungry after truth. Man, that is so good. You just enjoy life. Wise people, they want to know everything they can to help themselves be a better person. When you just always living in a perverse way, always not being positive, you're always being negative, nothing is going great in life, because it might be your thought process. You got to think about your attitude, how you treat people, first of all, how do you treat yourself? That's why I gave you those 10 benefits. And what those benefits are saying, if you don't look at the benefits of being single, you'll never understand why am I still single? Why do I keep entering into wrong relationships? You might be entering into wrong relationships because of who you are. And if you don't deal with who you are, then you're going to find yourself always, feeling depressed, not looking ahead of life. You're always looking behind. What happened to me in the past? All my failed relationships. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And until you can get to the point where you say, enough of that foolishness. I don't care about what other people think about me. It's about what I think about myself and how I can be a better person. And when you think about all the attributes that you bring to the relationship, then I guarantee you will be a better person. Now, Mandy, where you says, I think most single people are upset at being single when it comes to the holidays because they feel lonely. Oh yeah, that is so true, Mandy. That is one of the most critical times that most singles will feel alone, because that's the time when people are together. I've written an article on that. You can go to my website, thequeenofrelationships.net, and I have that on holidays, on what we go through. Sometimes we hook up with the wrong people during the holidays. That is the crucial time. So Mandy, that was a good point that you brought out, because that is a time that most singles are just they're partying, they're going out, they're doing things that normally they shouldn't be doing. Even people who say they're Christians, they're partying it up, and then you end up in what they call them, the one-nighters. Is that what that's called? One-night stands. You end up with those white one-night stands because you're not thinking properly. A lot of times we're doing things that we normally wouldn't do because it's the holidays. You're going to party up and everything because everybody on his job, you're doing less work. I remember when I worked at the court, it was a time that we stopped working at a certain time, and everybody was going around to different offices, eating, and everybody was just so happy during that Christmas time, during that time, Thanksgiving on. You really are just in the partying mood. But that's when you have to take on these things that I'm giving you now. I'm giving you some heads up because it's going to help you think not just foolishly. That's what we're talking about in Proverbs, thinking foolishly, but thinking more wise, making better decisions about the time that you're spending and who you're going to spend it with. And so if you don't think ahead, then you're going to always find yourself in a trap and can't figure out, why am I in this trap? Why am I feeling so low about myself? And so if you don't want to basically feel that way, then what you're going to do? You're going to begin to do what I'm doing right now. You're going to go back and listen to the replay. Even if you say, well, let me go back and listen to that replay that Michele was talking about, am I still single? Because that's going to help you to say, let me jar myself back into reality. I don't have to be lonely. No, you're never alone. If you say you're a Christian and you've accepted Christ into your life, now some of you all may not understand that, but if you are a Christian, then you shouldn't be feeling like you're alone. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to go through times where you may feel like no one's there with you, maybe in the physical, but in the natural, yeah, there's no one there physically sitting next to you, taking you out, or what have you. But in the spirit, you do have someone there. The Holy Spirit's there, and it's keeping you motivated. Matter of fact, it gives you peace that surpasses all understanding. I'm going to give you my testimony. I don't think I could have made it 35 years. I've been a Christian for 35 years, and I don't think I could have made it these 35 years without having a personal relationship with God. There's no way I could have been single all this time. Now, of course, I've had some things to kind of help me to be single. I wanted to be single. Now, everybody does not, I should say, want to be single. But there's some people who they went out there, they got married, and now they're divorced. So what's the evil? Taking your time? I would tell anyone, take your time. Do not just, find yourself rushing into a relationship just because you don't want to be lonely. As I stated earlier, I can remember some of my friends, they started saying they wanted children, and next thing I know, they were up and they got married. Now, I hate to say it, but most of those people who ran because they wanted to have some children are divorced today. So that's not a prerequisite for marriage. Well, listen, I'm going to go to a break. We're going to come right back so we can continue this conversation because, I want to give you all that quiz.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back as we deal with more heart-to-heart issues. This is the Queen of Relationships. It's the Michele Hughes Show. We keep it real. We talk about singles, sex, men and women issues. Come join the conversation on the Michele Hughes Show. Are you satisfied, happy, or miserable? Are you looking for love in all the wrong places? Well, tune in daily and join our controversial topics. She is the Queen of Relationships on the Michele Hughes Show. She keeps it real. Don't miss a show with Michele Hughes.
All right. I want to thank you all in my chat room. I want you all to continue to come back. And I think we have some new people in here. What is this? Stump and Shout talk show. I want to thank you for coming in and joining us. And Mandy and Aaron, I want you all to hang in here with me because I do believe that when you leave, you're going to leave here with some information that's going to help you have a better single life and lifestyle. I think that's what it's all about. Again, I want you to hit me up at my email at singleSexAndSatisfied365@gmail.com. I want you to, let me know if you think of some things that you want me to talk about that I haven't talked about already, and we will, if it's appropriate, we will give your topic a chance. Well, are you guys ready for the singles quiz? All right, well, I'm ready for it. Well, number one is get a pencil and piece of paper or just write down your answer. And I'm going to give you the answers to the quiz. So here we go. Here we go with our quiz. Number one is, what do you enjoy about being single? A, choosing a mate. B, my freedom. Or C, being miserable. I'm going to say it one more time. Number one is, what do you enjoy about being single? A, choosing a mate. B, my freedom. C, being miserable. You need to choose one of those answers. Two is, what don't you like about being single? Is it A, not being committed to one person? B, eating by myself? C, too many choices in choosing a mate. Let me give it to you one more time. Number 2 is, what don't you like about being single? A, not being committed to one person. B, eating by myself. Or C, too many choices in choosing a mate. Okay, choose one of those answers. 3 is, you are no longer in a relationship because you are single again. Why? A, is it because I'm unlovable? B, it was their fault? Or C, things just didn't work out. Okay. Or because he or she wasn't right for me. All right, did you get that? Let me give you those answers again. A was, I'm unlovable. Or B, it was their fault. Or C, things just didn't work out because he or she wasn't right for me. That was number 3. Okay, number 4 is, the past is behind you. You see a person you're attracted to now. How do you react? Number A is, say hello or introduce myself. B, nothing, hoping they notice you. Or C, make eye contact and compliment them. Okay, that was number 4. Number 5 is, hypothetically, the guy or girl for you are dating loses their mind, and you just started dating, and it's only your 4th date. What do you do? Let them know you are not interested? Number A is, don't answer your phone. B, call them up and let them know you are in another relationship. C, the next date, let them know you are no longer interested in dating them. Okay, that was number 5. And number 6 is, you are into another relationship. This one seems like a keep, but then again, the last one seemed like it was a winner. Better keep my eyes open, right? Number A is, they're all the same. I will train this one better. B, I will have an open mind and ask God for direction. Or C, best keep my eyes open. I won't let my past affect this relationship. Okay, number 7 is, I am finally in a great relationship now. What is your biggest fear? A, that they'll leave me. B, that this is all a dream. C, that it will work and I will truly have found the right person. All right, number 8, well, you are back single again. How do you feel? A, empty. I just don't feel happy without someone to share life with. Or B, better now. At least I don't have to deal with that nightmare anymore. Or C, great. I have more time to work on me. Number 9 is, do you enjoy being single? Yes or no? That's number 9. Do you enjoy being single? Yes or no? 10, what do you desire the most? A, a closer relationship with God. B, working on a job. Or C, being on vacation. Now, I'm going to give you the answers, and you decide. I guess I would say, at least, if you got them all right, then you're doing pretty good as a single person. And if you only maybe got 7 or 8, then that's like, the second. And then the third would be maybe 6 answers. You kind of on the edge. But if you below 5, you're doing kind of bad with some of these answers. Okay, number 1 answer is B. Number 2 answer is C. 3 answer is C. The 4th answer is A. Number 5 answer is C. Number 6 answer is B. Number 7, the answer is C. Number 8, the answer is C. And number 9 is yes. And number 10 is A. So let me know how you guys did. Tally up your answers and let me know. Should I give you all a little applause for doing a great job? Yeah. All right. We want to give you all because we know you all did great on that quiz. And that quiz wasn't here just to make you feel bad. Maybe you only got one right. But, just giving you something to look at, to judge yourself and begin to say, oh, maybe I'll think about some of these answers and, go back and listen to the replay and say, I'm going to get better. That's what you need to tell yourself. I'm going to get better because I know this year holds just so much for me. And yes, you don't have to say, am I still single? What is that? What does that mean? Am I still single? I have a poem by Heather that I want to read to you. And I thought it was just appropriate for the show. Heather, we're going to thank you for your poem. And it says here, I'm single. That's one sentence I'm not afraid to say. Being single is great. I wouldn't give it up for a minute. I'm not saying being in a relationship is bad. Having someone to love is a beautiful thing. If you don't have all the problems. By problems, I mean, the fussing, the sadness, the heartaches, and the breaks, the rules, the expectations, the lies, and deceit. Being single means being without all those things, at least when it comes to having a partner. I'm single, and I love it. Oh my God. I just want to say to you, Heather, that says it all. And we just want to say, what a beautiful poem. And I know you all will agree with me that being single is a beautiful situation. If you look at it with eyes of just looking at yourself and saying, I'm going to be the best person I could ever be. Begin to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I am beautiful on the inside and outside. You have to begin to see yourself as being a beautiful person. And then you will, as you attract people into your life, they'll begin to see the beauty on the inside of you. Because you will carry that glow. You will carry that wherever you go. The laughter, the joy. And, it doesn't mean you're not going to have times of, maybe times you feel kind of not so happy. But those are the times, go get a good book. Go read the Bible. Go get something to inspire you. And I believe that the more time that we spend on really working on us, does not mean you're being selfish. It means that it's time for me to look at myself, get away. If you're single, you can have children, time to spend time with you so you could be a better mother, a better single dad. It doesn't mean you have to put all your time in someone else. That's the problem. And that's why when we get with people, we're looking for them to feed us too much. We want them to just give to me, honey, give to me. All right, give to me. And that person probably just feels like this. They just want to bark. They're saying, woof, 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 get off me. Get off me. Yeah, that's what they're saying. I'm helping them out. Because you're pulling too much on that person. And if you don't get anything out of, man, am I still single? You should say, yes, I am. And I am a single person who is happy, joyful. I spread joy wherever I go because I don't need a person to make me who I am. I need God to breathe on me, His Spirit, His life in me, and then I can become a better person. Because you can't do it by yourself. Because I've done it. I've been out there in the world, and I tell you what, that drinking, smoking, that ain't going to get it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to need more than that. And so if you think that's going to give you the spirits that you need, no, that's not the spirit I'm talking about. I'm talking about that divine spirit, that Holy Spirit that comes from God. He inspires you. He gives you what you need to, when you feel down. There are days I feel down. I don't think I don't have down days now. But what do? I give it to Him. There are days when things will occur in your life that you don't want nobody to know what's going on. And you can pray and say, Father, I need you to lift this burden off of me. And what do? That's the joy in being a Christian. Because now, whatever burden you're carrying, you can say, I lift it to you, Father. Because I can't handle this pressure. I can't handle all these bills or whatever you're going through. I can't handle it by myself. And people understand when you're single, you carry all that by yourself. But you don't when you have God in your life. Well, listen, I just want you all to come back, to tell a friend, let them know that we are on at 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And we want you all to keep coming back knowing that we have a word for you singles. I want to thank you all for coming in my chat room. Come on back tomorrow. Bring a friend. Well, until tomorrow, I want you all to do what? Keep it real.
Thanks for tuning in to the Michele Hughes Show. Join us daily for more hot topics with the Queen of Relationships. Always keeping it real. See you tomorrow on the Michele Hughes Show.